All right, percussion. I'm going to now be looking at what I think is Imperium Part 5. Yep, Part 5. Starting at 53, and we're going to go to 61. We're almost there. From 61 to the end will be the last one. So we'll have done this song in 6 pieces. But let's start at 53. So 53 starts off pretty easy, right? Ta, ta, ti, 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 ti. Measure 54, ti, 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 tika, ti, tika. So let's do actually 54, because I feel like 53 is pretty straightforward. 54, though, let me say that again for you. It's going to be like ti, 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 tika, ti, tika. Right? If I was to put that on my drum. And it has a little crescendo underneath it, right? So it's going to get louder. Wait, sorry, let me start that soft. Right, as it gets louder. So if I was to do 53 and 54, it would sound like 1, 2, 3, and. Right, and then I'm going to get now to our second line of what we're looking at on this video, which is measure 55. That, if you remember way back into video 4, we've actually seen this measure. It's measure 45, right? Having that right, and that was actually me kind of going into the next measure. So measure 40, 50, 4, 55, right? T, 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 T. Measure 56, T, 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 tika, 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 right? T, 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 tika, T, tika. Cool? T, tika, tika, tika. My bad, right? I said what was 54, right? So if I started at 55 now, so that's the beginning of our second line of music that's on the screen in this video, it would sound like 1, 2, 3, and. Right? Without hitting a rim like I just did. T, 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 tika, tika, tika. Then we get this next measure. And if you look at it, it looks a little bit weird to me. And then I go, wow, these are all tied together. So it looks like I have 4 quarter notes, right? 3 of which have these 3 lines through them, right? Which is another way of saying roll, right? So it'd be like. But then you also look, those notes are hooked together. So we also could have written it as like a quarter note and then a dotted half note roll, right? Because it's going to be 3 whole beats of it. So we're thinking ta, ta, ah. Or if you want to think all those tas aloud, but you're rolling through them, right? Ta, tas, 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 right? They have those rolls through them. So if I play that measure, it would be like, right? All of those are going to be tied. They could have written it out smoother, but the way that they like chained it together means the same thing to our ears. And that's going to chain to T, tika, T, 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 tika, T, T, right? So that roll is going to tie all the way to the first T, tika, right? And so if I play those 2 measures, which is 55, 6, 57, and 58 would be. Right? And then our last measure of the second line is right? Tika, tika, ta, rest, rest, tika, tika, ta. If we finish this out, right? Boom, rest, boom, right? You'd see that bass drum part underneath. So let me now do 53 all the way to 61 so we can wrap this video up. And it'd be 1, 2, 3,